This is the number one problem you're going to run into trying to start any kind of business in any industry, no matter what age you are. I'm 21 years old. I got my real estate license out of high school. I became a real estate agent and started my own independent practice straight out of high school at 18 years old. I've successfully built that to where I'm on target to make over 6 figures this year, doing 2 to 3 transactions a month. And the way I've done so from my experience over the last 2+ years, because I just turned 21, I've learned a couple of things, and I understand the entirety of building a business from scratch because I've done it myself at this point. And I've came up with a conclusion of why it's so difficult, why it's so hard to actually start your own business, get into production, no matter what age you are. And the reason why is because you don't have 2 things when you start in a new business or industry cold turkey. You don't have any experience and you don't have any credibility. You have no track record to show for, and you don't have any previous experience that of which allows you to problem solve the problems you're going to run into for clients. So the question is, when you're entering a new business, when you're starting a business and entering a new industry, how do you quickly and efficiently build credibility and experience to then get your own clientele for your independent practice and convert that clientele, and not only convert it, but build a database of business through referrals that you've grown with a clientele that of which you provide a 5-star experience and they're happy about your customer service. So if you go to the bare basics, credibility and experience. If you are going to be successful in any business, people work with you because you have things that prove that you are good at what you do. That is the only reason why somebody's going to be willing to hire you for some kind of service. And I'm directing this video towards service-based businesses because that's the business that in the real estate industry, I'm a service. I operate in the service-based business. This is what I know best. The other reason why I'm talking about service-based businesses is because it's the best business for you to enter if you don't currently operate, practice, or own your own business. The reason why is because you can offer your services for free, meaning that you can build credibility and experience by putting blood, sweat, and tears into labor to then build the credibility and experience to then convert clientele that will actually pay for said service. For example, if you want to start a landscaping business, you can door knock for free. You can then get your first client and say, hey, I'm going to mow your lawn for free. If you like my service, I'm going to come back in 2 weeks. How does that sound? If they say yes, you buy a lawnmower, you mow that fucking lawn, you come back 2 weeks later, you mow it again, then you knock on the door and you say, hey, I'm here for my second mow, it's $50. Now you got a client that's going to be paying you $50 forever for the next every 2 weeks. You have a recurring client, you have recurring revenue, you are now in business. And you started that business without any prior credibility or experience. The reason why is because you offered yourself, you are the service for free. And over time, when you cut the lawn, and you do it well, you can then build your business because now you've increased your credibility, you've increased your experience, you probably decrease the amount of time it takes for you to mow that lawn, which means you can mow more lawns in a shorter period of time, and now you can then add more services such as spring cleanup, you can mulch, you can do fall cleanup, you can offer paving services, you can do siding, you can then move on to roofing, and you can do all these fucking creative things over time. But the thing is, you need to build the credibility and experience in order to do so. And in order to do so, you have to take blood, sweat, and tears, and you got to just fucking do it yourself for free. And you got to build a book, a library of business to prove that you are good at what you do. And once you've done that, now you have people who are going to be willing to pay you a lot of fucking money for your time and service. And that is the entire key behind any service-based business. That's the key right there. I just told you, I just dropped a bunch of fucking gold. You're very welcome. And yes, I am only 21 years old. I should be a college professor, but I'm doing this for free online for you guys to see.